Gimble, cornfield there. Rock a bandana like Tupac, I've been there. Rock a do-rag or wave cab, I lay my shit.
What's going up, Gooners and Goonerettes? How you guys doing? Football is back and it's Arsenal versus Chelsea. Now, Arsenal beat Chelsea home and away last season, but for Chelsea, they're going through a little bit of a renaissance. They held Liverpool to a draw and they went 3 games without scoring a single goal until they beat Fulham, and that's when they put 4 past Burnley. So 6 goals in their last 2 games. And a win against Arsenal will surely put Chelsea back into contention. The thing is here though, guys, is their desire to create turnovers. That's what's been working with them. And a quick start to transitions, that's what's causing these goals. And Raheem Sterling has been a big reason behind that. If we can limit their ability to stop those moments and don't give them any mistakes, like we've been doing in a few games this season, we'll easily beat them. Now let's talk about their goal difference to the XG. The expected goals is a metric that uses and measures the quality of the chances teams create and give up by calculating the likelihood that they will score. And you can see here, Manchester City have been the best team in the Premier League so far. But what's very surprising is that Arsenal and Newcastle are right up there with them. And yes, this is inflated a little bit because Newcastle's 8-0 win over Sheffield United. So obviously that pushes the number up a little bit. But for Arsenal, guys, this is supposed to be a season where we're struggling offensively. Yet, look at the numbers. And also, for Tottenham and Liverpool, they've had strong starts as well, although they've not been as dominant and are enjoying a good run of form. Looking at this second metrics here now, defensively, Arsenal and Manchester City are the best teams defensively, letting in 6 goals in 8 games. Does it expel the myth that Arsenal haven't been good this season as they were last season? Well, this is something that many fans believe. We have much more points after the first 8 games, and we have better metrics, especially in the defensive stats. But these are good signs, guys. We have to understand this. We've got to take the wins when we can get them. But for Arsenal on defense, yes, they've let in 6, but 3 of them have come from mistakes. So improvements can be made there. On offense, Arsenal's attack is average. I think we can all agree, with players not hitting top forms, missing easy chances. But out of all of their strikers, Nketiah has been the most productive, having a hand in 5 goals. Scored 2, got 2 penalties, and he even got an assist in the League Cup. As for the wingmen, Saka is ahead with 5 goals, 5 assists, and leads all players in Europe for goal creation with 10. 1 ahead of Erling Haaland, who's got 9. And remember, Saka's played 1 game less than Haaland because he missed the Manchester City game. So overall, guys, Arsenal's numbers are boosted by taking a league high 5 penalties in their first 8 games. So it's clear that the Gunners aren't firing on all cylinders just yet, and there is much more to come. Another sheet here, guys, shows which the schedule has been favoured for most of these teams. So who has had the toughest schedule? And as we can see, yes, Chelsea have been playing well this season despite having the easiest run-in of fixtures. So it's hard to truly pin down how good they are this early on. For me, guys, Man City, you can see here, they've had the 3rd easiest and Spurs have had the 6th. But Arsenal drop into the second half and have had the 11th out of 20 teams, meaning easier games are to come for Arsenal. And so what this chart shows is that Chelsea playing Arsenal this Saturday is going to be Chelsea's biggest test of the season for the most expensive team in the league. Now, Arsenal have dominated the head-to-head duel with Chelsea as of late. And there's positive news for the Gunners in terms of Saka, William Saliba and Leonardo Trossard. They'll all face late fitness tests, all having rested. I feel Saka, Martinelli and Partey are expected to be fit for starts. So for me, guys, I'm looking at a team of Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Zinchenko, Partey, Rice and Odegaard. Yes, that's the threesome that we've all wanted this season. And up front, Saka comes back on the right. And on the left, Martinelli, he comes back in as well. And then it's Jesus up top. So Eddie rests for this game. On to Chelsea now. Pochettino, he's endured a difficult start at Chelsea, but after having 3 games without a goal, as I said before, Chelsea have shown signs of improvements in recent weeks. mainly in the final third. But they are up against a bigger team this weekend, one of the best defences in the league. But Chelsea's injury crisis has nosedived over the international break. Latvia and Chalobah should be coming back. Chalobah and Chuameka have all suffered setbacks in their recoveries and will not be available this weekend. This also doubts over captain Reece James. He suffered an injury in training before the break. That means that he'll probably struggle to make this game. Right now it's 50-50 for him. Ben Chilwell, he misses out. But Cole Palmer, who picked up a knock on international break, he might well come off the bench and feature for Chelsea. For Chelsea, they were always going to get back in form in some sorts after a terrible start to the season. And it's great. It happened right before the Arsenal game, and this would be a big test for them. For Arsenal, guys, Arteta should have his strongest 11 out finally for this Saturday. With their incredible away record, guys, they have not let a goal in the first 4 games, which means Chelsea will have their work cut out for them. My prediction, guys, is going to be Chelsea 1, Arsenal 2. I think Chelsea might get off the score sheet. It will either be Chelsea 0, Arsenal 2, or Chelsea 1, Arsenal 2. So I'm going for a 2-1 Arsenal win here. Now, let's also remember that the African Nations Cup is going to get underway in January, with potentially more than 40 players missing for several weeks of the season as they head towards the Ivory Coast. Now, let's take a look at some of the teams here on this list. Nottingham Forest will be easily the most effective, as they could lose a league-high 7 players so far. 7 players is quite a lot, guys, and they've played a significant amount of minutes in their season as well. Manchester United will lose 3 players, including first-choice goalkeeper Andre Onana, while Liverpool are set to lose Mo Salah. 2 teams that are likely going to be unaffected, with defending champions Manchester City and Newcastle having no players involved. Imagine that. We're in 2023 and some of these big teams in Europe and the UK still have not signed any African players. But for Arsenal, guys, we're looking at El Nene and Thomas Partey as the 2 players who will probably miss out. So guys, that's it from me. Let me know what your thoughts are in this fantastic matchup we'll have. It's going to be a game that defines both teams, and the start of the season may well change hands in terms of Arsenal's fantastic form or Chelsea's renaissance. Let me know what your thoughts are, guys, and I'll speak to you in the next one. Peace out, guys.
I'm tryna be a black king, yeah. I'm tryna be a black king, yeah. MLK, Jay-Z, MJ. I'm tryna be a